The first round of the NBA playoffs charges on. We've got Game 5 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Hi, everyone. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, we look at the Raptors coming into play. They've got a 3-1 series lead. They've already shown they can win away from home. So now they get a chance to close out the series on the road.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
Walker to Hayward. And his canter above the rim. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark to Van Vliet. To Lowry. Trying to cash in. The shot by Lowry misses. Walker into the front court. 2-point advantage to Jaylen Brown. Scores on the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Lowry has the basketball. Has a look. Lowry with a shot that's no good. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Leads 4. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Fred Van Vliet to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Walker to Jaylen Brown. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To shoot for Toronto. And a nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Hayward. Not that time. Fred Van Vliet to Lowry. Can't miss those. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Marc Gasol swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 6 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Jaylen Brown. Short jumper misses. Johnson. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Nothing going here on that drive. Runner's good there.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Deep left corner, Johnson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Celtics have it. He'll put it up at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. And this one's all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second.
The one-round NBA playoffs 2020 games and highlights coming up
To
next.
Hayward. Screen coming. Hayward. Out of bounds the call. Off Gordon Hayward. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Fred VanVleet. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
To Kemba Walker. Rebound taken by Toronto. Lowry with it. Looking to make something happen. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Swings it to Lowry. For 3, and Kyle Lowry. Muscle memory put to good use there.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Here comes the screen. To Walker. Tatum. Doesn't get the bounce. Well done, Kyle Lowry. With that, he's 5 for 9.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
The jumper's off the mark. To VanVleet. Off the assist. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Walker to Randolph. To Kemba Walker. The big fella, Zach Randolph. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Here comes the screen. To Lynn. It's Cantor with the board. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 5. Here comes the screen. Walker. Short jumper stays out. And scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Shot from in close, no good. To Ibaka. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Walker into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Jeremy Lin. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jeremy Lin at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. And he converts on the free throw. Time to shuffle things up. Walker to Randolph. Has a chance. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. And he hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
The shot almost. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Raptors were the dominant team in that first half, without question. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. Have a look at the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics, may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
Here's a team that might just be one or two adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
Lowry did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Game 6 Milwaukee Bucks 4-4 Detroit Pistons 3-6 final.
Boston with the basketball. Walker to Hayward. Surveys the floor. Hayward. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Lowry, they work it down to Gasol. Marc Gasol, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Walker. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Walker, short jumper, off the mark. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Game 6 Minnesota Timberwolves 2-9 Los Angeles Clippers 3-4 final.
Lowry converts the three-point play as the Raptors able to extend their lead. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Game 6 Los Angeles Lakers 5-5 Portland Trail Blazers 3-6 final.
Walker to Cantor. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, Ennis Cantor, of all people, hand in his face, hits a three.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Here comes the screen. To Lowry. Trying to cash in. Their shot by Lowry misses. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Trailing by 15. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
To Walker. Down to 5 on the 24.
Game 7 Orlando Magic 6-1 Brooklyn Nets 5-1 final.
Can't really fault the defender.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. And the finish at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Walker with the basketball. Trailing by 14 to Hayward. Walker to Hayward. Here comes the screen. He's looking for that touch. To Gasol. Lowry. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Walker. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance of a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Trevor Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Free throw try, off the mark. Lynn with it. They lead it by 14. Fred VanVleet. And Boston has the rebound. Into the front court, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lynn to VanVleet. To Lynn. Has a look. Shot by Lynn won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
$15-footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Has a chance. Not going down for him this time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Serge Ibaka sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Fred VanVleet. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Pascal Siakam. To VanVleet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. 4-3. Tough shot for Norman Powell. No good. Walker into the front court. 14-point deficit to Marcus Smart. Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. No good and no foul.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Lowry into the front court. Lead stands at 10. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. To Hayward. To Kemba Walker. Boston with 4 to shoot. Wide open look, won't go. To Gasol. Rises for the slam. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Hayward to Walker. Fires the 3. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. Lowry with a shot that's no good. The follow won't go either. Brown into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. From long range. Jaylen Brown is going to get 3 shots here. A career 65% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. It's the second. One more coming. And he missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try. To Gasol. Ibaka. Working hard on the glass. Another shot stays out. The follow won't go either. Timeout Boston. They're down big in this 4th quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Walker to Hayward. To Jaylen Brown. 5 on the shot clock. Walker. Hayward buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. It's the Raptors with the victory. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors have advanced to the next level, but the goal remains the same: win an NBA championship. Little by little, these guys are doing it one by one. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Boston Celtics suffered a discrepancy in their rebounding, and in turn, it resulted in a loss. Rebounds are certainly not a glamorous stat, but wins are. And without competitive rebounding, you're not going to get wins.
Player of the game.
Lowry read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
Game 5 Toronto Raptors 3-9 Boston Celtics 3-1 final.
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.